They say every empire falls not from enemies on the outside, but from secrets buried within. And when it comes to the Carter dynasty, those secrets might have just been seconds away from being exposed by none other than Rumi Carter herself, Beyoncé and Jay-Z's daughter, the quiet one, the one who's been shielded from the spotlight her whole life. But lately, whispers online claim Rumi's been talking, not just about music, not about fame, but about the truth behind the family that runs the entire entertainment world. It all started during a private family dinner, cameras off, phones locked when something snapped, words were exchanged, voices were raised, and Rumi reportedly said, "If y'all don't stop pretending, I'm telling everyone everything." That one sentence changed everything. Insiders claim the room went silent. Jay froze. Beyoncé looked like she'd seen a ghost. And from that moment on, nothing inside the Carter mansion has been the same. What exactly does Rumi know? What pushed her to the edge? And could the Carter legacy, the one built on perfection, finally be crumbling from the inside? This is where the truth starts to leak. The Carter family mansion had always been a fortress of perfection. Cameras didn't capture the private halls, and fans only saw Beyoncé and Jay-Z in curated snapshots of luxury and success. But behind closed doors, sources say emotions ran high, and that's when the youngest voice in the family, Rumi, finally spoke up. It started quietly, according to insiders, during a Sunday dinner. Rumi had been unusually pensive, pushing peas around her plate while Beyoncé and Jay-Z discussed tour schedules and album releases. Her voice was soft at first. "Do you think people know the whole story?" Beyoncé looked at her daughter with a mix of curiosity and caution. Jay-Z raised an eyebrow. A hush fell across the room. "The story?" Beyoncé asked. "Yeah," Rumi replied, almost whispering. "All the secrets. Everything you hide from the world. Maybe it's time someone knew." The air went thick. Sources say the family immediately became tense. Staffers in the background allegedly held their breath. Even the security team, trained for emergencies, felt the atmosphere shift. One insider claimed that Jay-Z leaned back in his chair, a look of shock on his face. "Rumi, you don't want to go down that road." "I do," she said, her tone firm now. "I've been quiet long enough." Beyoncé's expression darkened. One source said she put her hand on Rumi's shoulder, but her eyes were sharp. "You think you can handle the weight of our world?" Fans online quickly speculated when the story leaked through trusted entertainment blogs. Social media exploded with theories. Some claimed Rumi was threatening to spill family financial secrets. Others hinted at long-standing sibling rivalries. And a few even suggested she might expose hidden industry feuds involving some of the biggest names in music. By the next morning, #RumiLeaks and #CarterSecrets were trending. People couldn't believe that the youngest Carter, known for her shy, quiet persona, might have been the one to shake the empire. Meanwhile, insiders allege that tensions escalated behind the scenes. The family reportedly had heated arguments about loyalty, control, and public image. "You can't just tell people everything, Rumi," Beyoncé reportedly exclaimed during one confrontation. "Why not? People only see what you allow them to," Rumi countered. "This is not a game. We've worked too hard for perfection," Jay-Z said, slamming his hand on the table. That argument, sources claim, divided the household. Staff members whispered about a family at war and emotions running higher than ever. The story took a darker turn when friends of the family said that Rumi began keeping secret journals, allegedly documenting every argument, every decision, every hidden truth about the family's empire. According to the source, she told a close confidant, "If they don't change, the world should see everything. They deserve to be humanized or maybe exposed." Fans were shocked. The youngest Carter, they said, was suddenly in control of the narrative. Rumi's friends reportedly tried to intervene. One called her and said, "You're too young for this. Just let them handle it." Her response? "I've been watching my whole life. I know what's real. And if no one listens, I'll make sure they do." At the same time, social media detectives began scanning past appearances, interviews, and public photos of Rumi. They speculated about secret messages, hidden expressions, and coded gestures. Every video clip became a potential clue to what she knew. The pressure was immense. The family was left divided. Beyoncé and Jay-Z allegedly held late-night meetings to discuss how to contain the situation, including hypothetical scenarios where Rumi might actually speak out publicly. By now, fans were obsessed. Reaction videos, TikToks, and YouTube speculation exploded. Some channels even claimed that Rumi had already leaked minor secrets like family disputes over music royalties, her mother's business decisions, or sibling disagreements which, if true, could have rocked the empire. Inside the mansion, according to sources, staffers were reportedly walking on eggshells, fearing Rumi's next move. The energy of the household was tense as if a storm were building inside the walls of perfection. And then, the tipping point came. Late one night, a heated argument allegedly erupted over an old family incident that had never been public. Rumi, enraged, reportedly shouted, "You think just because the cameras don't see, it doesn't exist? I've seen everything. And the world should too." The dinner table shattered with tension. Beyoncé reportedly tried to calm her daughter. "You're too young to carry this. We protect each other, Rumi." "I'm done protecting lies," Rumi said, her voice echoing in the mansion. Sources say that staffers who were present described the scene as apocalyptic, claiming that for the first time, the Carter family seemed vulnerable. Fans online speculated wildly. Could Rumi actually reveal hidden financial schemes, industry feuds, or even family conflicts that had been buried for years? The anticipation alone broke social media algorithms, making every post about the Carter household go viral. And that's where the story begins, with a whisper from the youngest Carter, hinting at secrets that might reshape the narrative of one of the most iconic families in music history. The empire was intact on the surface, but the cracks had begun to show, and Rumi was at the center of it all. The morning after that fateful dinner, the Carter mansion felt different. Insiders say staffers noticed an unusual stillness, as if everyone was holding their breath, waiting for Rumi to make her next move. The whispers of her threat hadn't just traveled through the walls. They had already leaked into the streets, social media, and entertainment blogs. According to sources, Rumi's private journals reportedly filled with family secrets, hidden arguments, and confidential business dealings became the focal point of an escalating storm. She hadn't shared them publicly yet, but friends claim she read selected passages to a few trusted confidants, hinting at the explosive revelations they contained. "You don't understand," Rumi allegedly told a friend. "I know things that could change how people see them." How all of them? Fans online went wild, piecing together old interviews, award show footage, and past rumors for any signs that supported the story. Every subtle glance, every hesitation in public appearances was scrutinized. Some claimed Rumi had been secretly messaging journalists, dropping cryptic hints about what she knew. Inside the mansion, emotions ran high. Sources claim Beyoncé and Jay-Z held emergency meetings with their inner circle lawyers, managers, and family friends to contain the situation. "She's too young for this. We can't let it spiral," one fictional advisor reportedly said. But Rumi wasn't backing down. Friends claim she confronted her parents again one evening. "You think keeping everything hidden makes us untouchable," Rumi said, "but it only builds resentment. I've watched it all, and I'm done watching in silence." The confrontation escalated, according to insiders. Jay-Z allegedly slammed his hand on the table, saying, "Rumi, if you reveal anything, it will destroy more than you think." "Maybe it's time something breaks," Rumi replied, her voice steady yet defiant. Staff members reportedly fled the room, fearing the argument might escalate further. Meanwhile, social media continued to buzz. The hashtags #RumiLeaks, #CarterSecrets, and #YoungQueenTruth were trending worldwide. YouTubers, reaction channels, and TikTokers speculated endlessly. Some claimed Rumi was about to reveal hidden family financial disputes, while others suggested it involved creative control battles over the Carter empire. Then came a dramatic twist, a supposed accidental social media post. Sources say Rumi's private account, which had been inactive for months, briefly went live with a blurred image of a family meeting, captioned simply, "Some truths don't stay in the dark." Fans were convinced it was intentional. The Bayhive, normally loyal and defensive, started dividing into factions. Some rushed to protect the family's reputation, while others wondered if perhaps the empire had cracks no one had noticed before. According to insiders, the tension inside the mansion continued to grow. Beyoncé allegedly called an urgent family meeting, trying to reason with Rumi. "You think you can expose everything and we'll just survive? This isn't a game, Rumi. We've built an empire on trust and discretion." "Trust? You call it trust. I call it silence," Rumi reportedly shot back. "And silence is a cage." Friends say the argument left the family shaken, and staffers noticed that even normally composed members were now visibly anxious. During the following days, Rumi reportedly met with close friends outside the mansion, discussing how the world might react if the secrets were revealed. Her friends allegedly warned her about the possible backlash, the media scrutiny, and the emotional toll. "People aren't ready for this, Rumi. Think carefully," one confidant said. "They weren't ready for me to grow up either," she replied. "And I'm still here." By now, the fictional story had taken on a life of its own online. Entertainment outlets and gossip channels started creating timelines of Rumi's life, speculating on which events in the family's history she might discuss. Every public appearance of Beyoncé and Jay-Z was analyzed frame by frame. Then came another pivotal moment, a supposed leak from the mansion. While completely dramatized for this story, insiders in the narrative claimed Rumi had left a journal on a coffee table that was briefly visible to a staffer, containing alleged notes about family disagreements, unresolved disputes, and long-standing tensions within the Carter household. "She's ready," one insider said. "And when she decides to speak, it will be unforgettable." The internet exploded once again. Fans theorized everything from sibling rivalries to business betrayals. Reaction channels titled videos like, "Rumi about to expose everything. Carter family secrets you never knew." Meanwhile, in the mansion, the family's emotional conflict reached a fever pitch. Sources claim that both Beyoncé and Jay-Z felt torn between protecting their daughter and controlling the narrative. The fictional advisors and staffers were caught in the crossfire, reportedly arguing over loyalty and discretion. "You can't just let her run wild," a staffer allegedly said. "If she speaks, everything falls apart." But Rumi remained steadfast. Friends reported she felt a sense of empowerment, a belief that exposing some truths could redefine the family's legacy or at least allow her to reclaim her own voice. Then came the climax of part 2. According to the dramatized story, Rumi allegedly confronted the family in a private study late one night. Shadows danced across the walls as she reportedly said, "I've been quiet because I was supposed to be protected. But no one protected me from the truth. I know everything, and I won't be silenced." Beyoncé and Jay-Z reportedly paused, stunned. Staffers said emotions ran high tears, silence, and tension hung in the air like a storm about to break. And the narrative online reflected the chaos inside. Fans were glued to every snippet of information. YouTubers were predicting what Rumi might reveal next. Reaction videos flooded social media. TikTok compilations edited together footage of Rumi's past appearances, weaving theories into a single, suspenseful storyline. The fictional stage was set. The youngest Carter, long protected from public scrutiny, had become the center of a storm. Secrets, betrayals, and family drama were now at the forefront, and the world was watching. The tension in the Carter mansion had reached an almost unbearable level. Insiders say that by this point, even staffers who had been there for years were nervous to walk through certain hallways, afraid they might witness the youngest Carter, Rumi, in full confrontation mode. It all started when Rumi reportedly shared a hint of what she knew during a late-night family discussion. The fictional account claims she held a small notebook, tapping it lightly on the table. A subtle warning that what was inside wasn't just words, it was power. "I think it's time everyone sees the truth behind the perfect facade," Rumi reportedly said. Beyoncé's expression, according to sources, went stone cold. Jay-Z leaned back, his jaw tight. The staffers outside the room said you could feel the air change. And then, according to dramatized reports, Rumi revealed the first secret, something that shocked even the closest family friends. Allegedly, she disclosed that certain business deals had been hidden from even some family members, creating tension not just externally, but internally. "I found contracts that no one told us about," Rumi allegedly said. "Some of these deals changed everything without us knowing. Do you think we should stay silent about it?" The room reportedly went silent. Staffers and family members alike were left stunned. Friends of Rumi claimed she wasn't being malicious, she just wanted the truth to be acknowledged. Word of the bombshell quickly leaked to entertainment insiders fictionalized for this story, and fans online began speculating wildly. Theories ranged from hidden collaborations to secret business disputes with other major artists. Reaction channels titled videos, "Rumi just exposed Carter family secrets. The empire isn't as perfect as you think." The tension inside the mansion reportedly escalated even further. One insider said that Beyoncé confronted Rumi privately after the meeting. "You think the world can handle this? Do you know what happens when secrets come out?" "I do. Rumi allegedly replied. And maybe it's time they learned. Meanwhile, friends of Rumi claim she had started documenting every argument and private conversation in case she needed to defend herself publicly. One friend said, "She's meticulous. She's not reckless. Every note, every detail, every whispered conversation, it's all there." Fans online were obsessing over the idea. Clips of Rumi walking through past award shows, interviews, and public events were dissected frame by frame, trying to uncover clues about the family's hidden dynamics. Some claim to notice subtle gestures, a tense smile here, a brief eye roll there, suggesting Rumi had been aware of the hidden drama for years. The fictional narrative claims that soon the first public reveal occurred. A blurred social media post allegedly showed a portion of one of Rumi's notebooks, with a caption, "Truth doesn't lie behind walls forever." Fans went wild. Reaction videos spiked in views. Memes, theories, and countdowns started popping up everywhere. Some TikTok creators even reenacted dramatic family confrontations, imagining what Rumi might reveal next. Inside the mansion, according to insiders, the tension was so high that even minor disagreements escalated into heated arguments. One fictional account claimed that a discussion over vacation plans turned into an explosive argument because Rumi brought up the hidden deals she had uncovered. "You're not just a kid," Jay-Z allegedly said, raising his voice. "You have to understand what these revelations mean." "I understand perfectly," Rumi reportedly shot back. "Maybe it's time everyone understands too, by now." The fictional narrative describes the family as being divided, with some members secretly supporting Rumi's desire for transparency, while others were desperate to maintain the image of perfection. The world, meanwhile, was watching. Fans created intricate timelines, connecting past interviews and public statements to the supposed secrets Rumi had uncovered. YouTube comment sections filled with debates. "She's exposing the truth finally. The empire can't survive this. I can't believe Rumi is doing this at her age." Then came the dramatic twist. According to the fictional story, Rumi allegedly hinted at a hidden family dispute over creative control and influence, something that allegedly involved Beyoncé's siblings and extended relatives. She reportedly said to a close friend, "If people knew who really pulled the strings behind the scenes, it would change how we see everything." This cryptic message sent fans into overdrive. Speculation about secret power struggles within the Carter family dominated online discussions. Reaction channels created hours of content analyzing every possible scenario, while memes and TikTok reenactments turned Rumi into a viral figure of intrigue. Inside the mansion, tension reached its peak when Rumi reportedly confronted the family one more time. Allegedly, she said, "I've given you chances to address these issues privately, but if the world doesn't see them, I will make sure they do." Beyoncé allegedly responded, her tone a mix of exasperation and fear. "This isn't just about you. This is about all of us, Rumi. If you spill these secrets, we could lose everything." "Maybe that's exactly what needs to happen," Rumi replied, her voice calm but piercing. Sources say staffers described the tension in the room as palpable, noting that even longtime employees who were used to the family's controlled image felt unsettled. Fans online were more obsessed than ever. Every rumored leak, every cryptic post, and every public appearance became fodder for analysis. Hashtags like #RumiReveals, #CarterDrama, and #FamilySecrets dominated social media platforms. By the end of part 3, the fictional story sets the stage for the next phase. Rumi's first major secret, something that would allegedly shake the family to its core and dominate headlines worldwide. The Carter mansion had never felt so tense. According to insiders in this dramatized narrative, even the walls seemed to hum with anticipation. Staffers claimed that the air itself felt heavy, as if everyone inside knew a storm was coming and feared it might consume the entire household. Rumi had spent weeks building her strategy. Friends say she meticulously reviewed her notebooks, selecting which truths to reveal first. This wasn't just a child testing boundaries, this was calculated, emotional, and dramatic. Finally, one late evening, the fictional story claims she gathered the family for what she called the last conversation. The room was silent, except for the faint hum of the chandelier lights and the soft ticking of an antique clock. "I've held back long enough," Rumi reportedly began, her voice steady and commanding. It's time for the world to understand everything, not to hurt anyone, but to show what's real. Beyoncé and Jay-Z exchanged a glance, reportedly tense and worried. Staffers who were present said Beyoncé's expression was a mixture of fear, admiration, and sadness. Jay-Z allegedly clenched his jaw, a rare sign that he was truly shaken. And then Rumi delivered the first major revelation, a fictionalized secret about family disputes over artistic decisions and business control. Allegedly, she revealed that not everyone in the family had equal say in certain major projects, leading to long-standing tensions and resentment. "You all act like everything is perfect," she reportedly said. "But perfection hides arguments, disagreements, and betrayals. Some of you didn't even know what was going on." The room reportedly went silent. Staffers described the scene as electrifying, with emotions running high. Tears, shocked expressions, and whispered exclamations filled the mansion. Outside, social media exploded. Fans speculated wildly, creating reaction videos, TikToks, and discussion threads dissecting the supposed revelations. Headlines like "Rumi exposes Carter family drama" and "The Empire's hidden conflicts finally revealed" dominated entertainment feeds, but Rumi wasn't finished. Sources say she then revealed a second, more personal secret, a fictionalized tension between extended family members that had reportedly influenced Beyoncé and Jay-Z's public decisions for years. Allegedly, she claimed that some relatives had been manipulating situations behind the scenes, creating unseen pressure on the household. "You see the way we present ourselves to the world?" Rumi reportedly said. "It's curated, controlled, and sometimes forced. There's a lot they don't want you to know." According to insiders, Beyoncé's face showed a rare vulnerability, while Jay-Z reportedly looked both furious and proud. Staffers said the room felt divided. Part of the family wanted to defend themselves, while another part quietly admired Rumi's courage. The fictional narrative escalates further when Rumi allegedly revealed her final secret, the ultimate twist that shocked everyone inside and outside the mansion. A personal account of how fame and perfection had affected her own life, the youngest Carter. Friends claim she admitted feeling isolated, pressured, and unseen, despite the global attention on her family. "They say being a Carter is a blessing," Rumi reportedly said, her voice trembling. "But sometimes a blessing comes with chains, and I've felt them every day." The emotional weight reportedly stunned Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and the staffers. Sources describe a tense silence that lasted several minutes, the kind that makes even seasoned employees feel small in the room. Fans online were in uproar. Reaction videos claimed the story was the most emotional family revelation of the decade. YouTube channels titled videos, "Rumi Carter Breaks the Internet." Inside the secrets of the Carter Empire, family drama exposed by the youngest Carter. The fictional story says the drama didn't end there. After the meeting, Rumi allegedly made a cryptic statement on a private social media account fictionalized for this narrative. "The world needs to see truth, even if it hurts. Secrets hide nothing forever." The next day, according to dramatized sources, the Carter family reportedly held a private emergency meeting with advisors and legal teams. They allegedly debated whether to release a public statement, a documentary, or maintain silence. Staffers described emotions as running high, saying some family members were furious, while others were relieved that at least some truths had been acknowledged. Meanwhile, the fictional narrative claims that fans divided into factions. One group supported Rumi as a truth warrior, while another defended the family's image, arguing that some secrets were better left private. Memes, reaction compilations, and debate threads dominated social media for weeks. Insiders said that Beyoncé and Jay-Z reportedly reached a private understanding with Rumi. Allegedly, they agreed to allow her to express herself, but under careful guidance, ensuring that the family's legacy remained intact. "We're proud of you," Beyoncé reportedly told Rumi. "But remember, some truths are meant to teach, not destroy." "I understand," Rumi allegedly replied, "and I'm ready to be heard." The fictional story ends with the mansion in a delicate state of balance. Emotions ran high. Fans were shocked, and the family was left divided but stronger in some ways. United by the courage of the youngest Carter to speak her truth, the saga created a new paradigm for family drama in the age of social media, where the youngest voice can challenge the most iconic legacy in the world. Watch as every word. And there it is, folks, the dramatic, fictionalized saga of Rumi Carter, almost exposing the hidden truths of the Carter dynasty. What started as whispers at a private dinner grew into a storm of emotion, speculation, and viral content, showing just how fragile perfection can be when secrets start to surface. Now it's your turn. What do you think Rumi should do next? Should she continue exposing the hidden dynamics of her family? Or is some silence necessary to protect the legacy? And do you believe that the family can survive these revelations intact? Or has the youngest Carter already changed everything forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your opinions. And if you enjoyed diving into this fictional drama, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the latest stories of music, fame, and family chaos. Remember, in a world where every secret can go viral in seconds, even the quietest voices can shake the foundations of the most iconic empires. Stay tuned, because the next chapter could be even bigger. And in this digital age, nothing stays hidden forever.